If they stayed out in space any longer, everyone would eventually starve to death, and the 7 billion people on Earth needed to be saved. So Byakuya suggested that all 6 of them return to Earth, and he volunteered to be the first one to go. However, Shamil and the others tried their best to stop him because they knew he still had a responsibility to his child. Instead, they sent Shamil, Connie, and Lillian to go first. The trio's spacecraft successfully landed on Earth. Good news. They didn't get petrified. The bad news? The capsule landed right in the middle of the ocean. If they couldn't get out soon, they'd run out of oxygen and die. Because of that, Byakuya and the 2 remaining crew members decided they would also head down, even though the landing error margin could be up to 10 kilometers. But Byakuya insisted it had to be done, even if he had to swim dozens of kilometers. And of course, Senku's dad actually pulled it off, all by himself. He rowed a boat all the way to the landing site of the first 3 and rescued them from their deadly situation. From then on, the 6 of them survived together on a deserted island. The doctor couple eventually had a child, and Connie and Shamil also got married. But living in such poor, primitive conditions meant sickness was inevitable, and Connie was the first to fall ill. Seeing this, Darya and Yakov volunteered to sail out toward the mainland to search for antibiotics. But they never returned. Not long after that, Shamil also passed away, leaving his child to Byakuya and Lillian to raise, determined to not let humanity go extinct. Byakuya then passed down knowledge to future generations through 100 stories. He stuffed old folk tales with hidden tips about food preservation, avoiding dangers, and especially information about minerals, because he believed that someday, someone would care enough to collect them. He placed an unshakable faith in senku, believing that senku would eventually break free from the stone shell and rebuild human civilization. Story number 100 was his message for senku, the final gift from a father. His science gift to senku was the comrades senku has today, and the massive burden on his shoulders. A pressure level so extreme that even Asian parents would find it overwhelming. When Senku returned to the village, he immediately asked Gen about the situation with Tsukasa's faction and learned that the Empire of Might was preparing to attack. When Gen returned earlier saying he couldn't find Senku's body, Tsukasa started getting suspicious. To be absolutely sure, Tsukasa planned to strike as soon as he gathered enough manpower. The war between the 2 sides was already very close, which means, to stand a chance against Tsukasa's forces, the Kingdom of Science needed extremely thorough preparation. Outside the village, while the Gold-Silver brothers were on guard duty, Kinro noticed someone lurking around. He told his little brother to hurry back to the village and report so everyone could prepare for battle. Inside the forest, a whole squad of buff, muscle-bound guys had already closed in. Leading them was Hyuga, Tsukasa's right-hand man. His signature technique, the spear spin, was so deadly he took down Kinro instantly. As Kinro fell off the bridge, he still managed to grab onto Hyuga's leg to stop him from entering the village. At that moment, Ginro and Senku's group finally arrived. Ginro hesitated, so Senku immediately shouted, "Our side has guns already." Which, they absolutely did not. But Gen staged an explosion while Senku waved his hands around like he was holding a real gun. The enemy bought it and retreated.